Good morning. As most of you know, I'm Elliot Gaiser. I'm 18, and I have been going to this church since I was about 7 years old. I'm very thankful for the opportunity to share with all of you today, especially on this topic, as God has laid the fight for the political arena on my heart for a long time. It's my hope that when I'm finished speaking here, we'll all leave inspired to act upon those principles that are found in the Word, to apply the truth that is within us to all areas of our lives. So, self-evident truth is really a very interesting phrase. It's a term used to describe a fact so obvious that it proves itself. It was first used by 56 men in their incorporation papers for our nation, the Declaration of Independence. They used it to describe and convey their belief that all persons are created equal, endowed by the Creator God from their very conception with certain inalienable rights, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. This is really a radical statement when we think about it. Our founders were telling us that the government is justified in all of its actions, so long as the governed population consents to those actions. In other words, we deserve whatever government we are willing to tolerate. This radical concept in the Declaration was not new even to our founding fathers in 1776. It originated about 5,000 years earlier in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26, when we read God saying, "Let us make man in our own image and after our own likeness, and let him have dominion over all the earth." You see, God made us as stewards of the governance of this world, vice-regents, you could say. A fulfillment of this dominion comes in 1 Samuel chapter 8, when the Israelites rebelled against their God-given form of government and demanded a king. The Lord told Samuel to give them the tyrannical monarchy that they desired. He gave them the government they wanted, as bad as it was. We deserve whatever government we are willing to tolerate. However, the Declaration also notes that this rather sobering statement also has a potent converse. We read that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of its purpose in securing rights, when the people recognize that it has moved the divinely established boundary stones, when they consent no longer, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. Our founders did just that, and they did it the old-fashioned way, revolution, leaving us a gift paid for in blood. They gave us a government that, unlike that of any other nation, could be substantially altered peacefully by the will of the people. They gave us unprecedented economic, religious, and political freedom. They gave us liberty. And it is a gift, a great gift, and one that comes to us with little personal cost compared to the price that was paid for us. In Luke 12:48, we read Jesus Christ saying, "For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required." While this is an often quoted admonition to convey responsibility, it's truly a fearful statement. When we look around at all we have been given in America, our peace, prosperity, and liberty, our individual power to influence our nation's policies, that great gift which our founders gave us, can we honestly say that we have lived up to the requirements of such an endowment? While all of us are given many different talents from our master, one talent that is granted to each of us in America is political freedom, our votes, our voice. When we look around at this country of ours, can we truthfully say that we have invested this talent wisely? When we look at this country, can we honestly say that our master will reap considerable interest on his investment in us upon his return? Well, the fact is, investing this talent is not nearly as hard as it may first appear. There are 3 major practical steps that I would like to share with all of you that I think all of us could take, and if we were to follow these, our nation could be substantially altered.